Come stop and take a trip down on my block. Where you see hidden potential, young minds sharper than Ginsu. And ain't afraid to speak their mind if they got something against you. We standing with you, we tackle issues like civic pride. Hate will cease to exist, let's put our differences aside. From my side to your side, from Dutchtown to South Side, from Penrose to North Side, from Benton Park to Old North, the West End to West Side. We blessed when we step out, we stand down, rise up, stand together, wise up.
This is Stitchcast Studio, produced by St. Louis Story Stitchers in St. Louis, Missouri.
The Stitchcast sits down to recap some of our most recent Story Stitchers events in our Season 2 finale of Stitchcast Studio.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers.
Hello, everybody. We want to thank you once again for tuning in to Stitchcast Studio. I am your host, Brandon Lewis, and I am accompanied by several members this time of our Stitchcast. It's been an interesting day full of adapting and overcoming and all of that. When was the last time you did a podcast with us?
A week ago.
A week ago?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, one of the podcasts in the park.
You know what? Since it just came up naturally, that was a podcast that E hosted that I actually wasn't a part of.
So when he said we, he meant.
So, E, you want to tell them a little bit about that podcast?
Yeah, absolutely. That little series, it was a short series of 3 podcasts. Reason why I call it short, because usually if we do a special, it's like 5 or more, sometimes usually or 4 or more. But that one was actually really fun. We got to talk to a number of guests. One from Gateway Greenery. I think, was that the one that you were on?
Yeah.
With Seth. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, you were on that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, it was a great conversation. Sun beaming down our backs, amazing, you know. But we got to talk to Seth. We got to talk to, I believe her name was Carol, from one of the nature reserves. That one was amazing because like we were just sitting there and got to find out like a whole bunch of stuff, asked her so many questions. Like one thing that really baffled me was that there are different bees that pollinate different plants. Because I thought that all bees could just pick whatever plant they wanted to.
Right? I just.
Yeah. So.
Kind of what they call it when you assume one race is all the same. Is it just called racist? Is there another?
I mean, I wouldn't think that's racist because racist is kind of the opposite.
Well, whatever the word is when you assume a type of people is all the same.
You mean like
maybe it is stereotype.
Yeah. Okay, got you. So I was stereotyping bees and I didn't even know it.
Oh, that's crazy. See,
bees lives matter.
The stingers.
All bees, some bees don't even sting.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like bees is known for stinging.
I don't think honeybees sting. Honeybees?
You sure?
Do honeybees sting?
I think bumblebees eat wood.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, like the big ones, I think they eat wood.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we got to talking about bees.
You know, but see, that's what I'm saying. We got so much information in that one podcast, which was great. And then we had another podcast that I was actually just telling you about, was the last one, and because it was raining, we actually got to sit in front of the exhibit that's there in the Loudmire Sculpture Park Gallery and do the podcast. Like, so we got to sit in front of a huge screen, so it looked like a movie theater, and we just sitting there talking about like sculptures and how Loudmire became to be, you know. And that was a very interesting story too, that I hope listeners go and listen to. So yeah, that was Podcast in the Park, and I'm excited for whatever other project we have coming with these podcasts.
Definitely. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. It's been a big year for us.
Yeah.
So far, last year was pretty big too, especially towards the end of the year. With us winning the Lewis Prize. That was pretty big for us. So guys, what this podcast is going to be is pretty much just updating everybody, all of our listeners, everybody that's in tune with Story Stitchers about things that we got coming up. And pretty much what we got going on. So about 2 Saturdays ago, we had an epic dance battle. The dance battle was absolutely crazy. I got Horace from hosting it with E. While I'm trying to scream out to tell people that the dance over or that their time is up and they running through their time because they want to keep going. It was just a crazy scene. And thankfully we got Lucas with us who won a dance battle, not the one that just happened, but won a little while back. Tell us a little bit about that and a little bit about how and a little bit about the ones we got coming up.
First one and second one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was fun.
You won the first and the second one.
Oh yeah.
I noticed you tend to slide that in there. I
Most
feel
definitely. You know, the champion got to stand on his throne.
most def. Yeah. So you gonna defend that, or you just gonna win and retire, or what's
That's
up?
what you gotta do sometimes. You just gotta get in
leave
there,
while
get
you're
in
on
where
top.
you fit in, then just walk out.
How did you feel about the dude that won the most recent one?
Terry. Let's see. I can say he earned it. 'Cause it was
Definitely.
hot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was hot. Oh, yeah.
Doing
a 7 to smoke, what people don't understand, 7 to smoke basically, each dancer is trying to compete to get to 7. You know what I'm saying? It's like King of the Ring.
Exactly.
Or King of the Hill. One person versus 6 other people trying to get, you know what I'm saying, that 7-win streak.
Yep.
And when he got 7, when I see him get
in
the 5,
a row too.
Yeah,
in
he
a row,
was.
too.
He didn't move.
yeah, he was
Exactly.
really
Once he
like,
got
he was
there.
really trying to knock people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he earned that. Not only did he win his 7 in a row, but it was a few tiebreakers in there, so they really had to battle more than 7 times.
Yeah.
I counted like he at least win about like 12 rounds.
Dang.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta have some stamina to do that.
Man, he lucky I wasn't in there. I was gonna wrap it up.
I sure was like in the middle of the battle, like, man, like I wasn't even being funny. I was like, I'm tired of seeing him there. Like,
I feel you. I
He
feel
like
you.
that.
but I was happy. I was happy that he was doing his thing though, because I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I ain't like, 'cause
Definitely.
especially
like-
when you see people come so close to like, you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
to getting that mug, it's just be like, ooh.
Yeah, after that like 5th or 4th or 5th win or something, I was just like bro, I'm rooting for you now. Like, bro, you like do it.
I was
Do it,
rooting
get
against
it.
him. I'm trying to see more of this.
I feel
This
you.
is fun.
I feel you. Yeah, and it was absolutely bananas. If you in St. Louis City and you fit the qualifications, you got to be 16 in between the ages of 16 and 24.
Yep.
You feel like you got what it takes to beat some heavy duty dancers. These ain't no lightweight dancers that they dealing with. These some heavy duty dancers. They coming to win prize money. So, but if you feel like you got what it takes,
And one thing too that I want to say is that, you know, sometimes when you go to dance competitions, a lot of times actually when you go to dance competitions, like there's a fee to like enter, and this is like free to enter.
yeah,
Free.
So you got a not an absolute free opportunity to win money, but if you already did your work, then it's kind of like free money, like, you know what I'm saying? Because first prize winner is $300, second prize winner is $150. So, you know,
definitely.
Got 2 chances. Two
Yeah.
chances.
Yep.
I
Two
definitely
chances.
encourage, you know, people all over the city, even if it's not like St. Louis City, if it's like St. Charles or something.
Oh
you know?
yeah, that'd be dope.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you like in range, like come out, do
Definitely.
your thing, you know?
Definitely, and that's a really valid point that you made. In most competitions where you competing to win money, you usually got to pay to get in there. You got to pay to even enter, and this is completely free. All you got to do is sign up. And when she say it's not free, it's gonna be laborious. It's gonna be laborious. You know what I'm saying? You gonna put the work in, like physically. That's how you got to pay for it physically. But it was a dope competition. If we filmed the whole thing, I would go back and watch it again. It was a dope competition.
Yeah, it was dope.
And it's gonna be real dope next time. So if you feel like you the best of the best, everybody feel like they the best in St. Louis. If you feel like you the best of the best,
You already know.
come out here and get this prize money.
Show us. You gotta show
And are we
us.
gonna have ice cream again next time?
Yeah, shout out to the ice cream man too.
Right. Shout out to the ice cream,
That came in
ice cream
clutch.
truck that
Straight
pulled up. St. Louis police, fire department pulled up. St. Louis fire department pulled up and turned on the sprinkler
Yeah.
for the kids. It was over 90 degrees outside.
It was hot.
While these dancers is dancing for what it had to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that.
Like 2 hours.
Right, and we begging them to drink water and all that. They just focused on winning. They so in tune with the competition. We like, yo, please drink this water. We do not need nobody falling out.
Like literally bring it to them and force
exactly
them,
right. We
put it in their hand.
Exactly. Like, no, I want to
Put
see
it
you
in
drink
their
it. Drink that water.
Like with the cap off. Like here you go.
Shout out to Beck Tech.
Oh yeah.
That was on the ones and twos. Becca has been a part of a podcast before. She might have been a part of a couple.
I think she's been a part of a couple. Yeah.
Got you. Yep. And Becca came out and was just a dope DJ for us. So, the community show love.
Definitely.
It was just a beautiful thing to see. I know I keep saying it, but you don't want to miss that. It's a completely free event. Just show up, man. If nothing else, just be entertained. Just come out and see a dope show.
I actually think at the next one we might have a food truck, if I'm not mistaken.
Got you.
So I think it'd be perfect too. Yeah, I think it'd be perfect too, because if it's later in the afternoon, you won't. It'd probably still be hot, but not as hot as 3 p.m.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be the hottest point in the day.
Yeah, it'll be kind of cooling down. You could just still be out there with a t-shirt and shorts, and enjoy some chicken or sandwich.
Philly State.
Pop out.
Most def, pop out. Also, if you're trying to figure out how you can be a part of a podcast or a part of dance battles that we have or a part of Story Stitches in general, you can go to storystitchers.org, where you can register for Story Stitchers, apply for podcasts if you're an artist, visual artist, if you take pictures, if you're a photographer, sing, dance, rap, whatever you do. If you're in between the ages of 16 and 24 and want to grow in your art and want to learn some life skills, we got a place for you.
Absolutely.
I felt that.
Right.
I was curious, actually, like, what goes into y'all judgment process, or like, how do y'all decide who wins, or how do you come to like a common consensus?
That's a really good question too, because I wanted to know that too, like especially when y'all do the ties, because it was like a few times when all three y'all was just like,
yeah, and y'all always were in sync too. Or there was some moments, but y'all always seem to have like consistency.
Yeah.
So like when you get like real heavy into the battle scene, like you will see a lot of different, different battles, different moments, and just the energy alone. The judging process can be hard to like come into agreement, but like majority of the time, like you will know, like even the crowd will feel like, I want to see another round of this. Like this ain't enough. Like it's either you feel like the dancers didn't give enough. You was like, nah, y'all just went out there and just did something. Y'all ain't really give y'all all. Y'all ain't really put y'all heart in it. We like, nah, we can't get that little half. We need the whole thing. Put everything. Put your life on the line for it. So we can actually feel you. You know what I'm saying? Get to your full potential. That's what we like to see, especially with the ties. For me, I did ties like maybe like 6 times, because I was like, man, I gotta see some more of this. They out here trying to kill each other. I like this. I'm entertained right now.
He wanted to see somebody die.
Somebody was getting killed off.
You all heard him. He said, "Put your life on the line," multiple times.
Yo, somebody did walk away with a battle scar. They was bleeding.
Oh yeah,
he put his life into it.
And then I wanted to hand him a water. Like, yo, I'm looking for a napkin and everything. Like,
right, like
I had to bring him a Band-Aid.
I'm glad you
yeah,
did.
you helped him out.
Because I had none.
I had hope and dreams for him. I was like, I wanted you to go to the next round, but that injury, we don't know if it's good or bad.
I feel that.
Get that checked out.
I feel that. And you know what? He was in the last battle, and he came real close to winning. And I think he bowed out because he ain't had no more gas. He was just too tired. You know what I'm saying? That goes to show how in shape you got to be to do that type of stuff.
I think he was in like the top 4.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
In the first battle we ever had, I think it was.
Yep.
And him and the guy that won second place this time, I think his name was Jason. I don't know his dance name, because everybody wrote their regular. Yeah, they wrote their regular names down this time.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm like,
I think for the next one we're gonna let people,
I don't even know.
You know what I'm saying? Rep they dance name.
Right. What's y'all stage name?
I don't even know why they put
it was weird. It was weird saying people real names.
It was weird because I got this little sheet of paper that was like used for something else, somebody's like brochure. that had everybody's like government name on it.
Nah.
And I
Is
was
there a way
like,
to get both then? Like you say, write your nickname here and then your actual name here?
yeah, that's what we did last time. Or actually, we just told them write their names. And,
No, we had like numbers last time.
yeah, we had numbers. Actually, that's a good point. I forgot about
Yeah, we
the
had
numbers.
numbers on the first two I won.
Yeah, we had numbers, and then we had. I guess this time we was like, we don't need no numbers. We
Nah, we
got
gotta
this.
do names. I'm gonna make sure we do names.
Yeah, because last time we did names, that was crazy.
people need their respect on their name.
But yeah,
Most
him and I think his name was Lame.
Oh yeah.
Lame and Jam. Lame is the one that had got the cut.
Battle one.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I remember the first time they came, and I was like, y'all gonna come back again next week?
Oh, yeah.
They was like, nah, really? They was like, I don't know. And I was like, man. Then I seen them the next week. I was like, hey. So yeah, it's good to see like, who are the like troopers of the dance community too.
Especially the new generation.
Yeah,
Like new gen, we are out here.
yeah.
We are out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of like too, because since I've been like getting a little bit into the dance scene, it's like it's a lot of people that you would think is like in their 20s because they dance like they still dance like that, but they like in their mid 30s, and you be like, what? Like, cause I be asking Lucas like, hey, why don't you ask old dude to come and dance in the dance battle? He like, that man is 35.
Only my man is out of the thing. It was one dude in the crowd yelling, man, I need to raise it to 50.
Oh.
Raise it to 50.
He ain't
I
want
want to
that.
get in and raise it to 50.
He didn't want that. I'm gonna
No,
sit him
sir.
down.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but we can't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I'm excited though. I think we also have another dance battle in July.
Are you back to back with it?
Yeah, we back to back with it. So we got 2 in July, if I'm not mistaken, and the other one will be with our people in the South Side, Dutchtown, I believe. What's it?
Thomas Dunn.
Thomas Dunn. There
Got
we
you.
go.
We've done a lot of open mics at a lot of places. Yeah.
Yeah, so Thomas Dunn, we're supposed to be doing a dance battle with them and their youth council, and I'm excited because yeah,
Word?
yep,
So we got even more youth?
supposed to, yep.
Man, I might have to hop in this battle.
Oh no.
He said, I'm tired of sitting on the sideline.
Like,
Yeah, and we've been wanting, like, especially before COVID happened, we had plans to do like another thing similar to like an open mic or something with them, but COVID happened, and we were like,
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah. So
Most of.
yeah, we can't risk it. It's too risky.
You sound like Missy.
Yeah, but this is like right in the heat of it. This is like right after the shutdown, like right after March came. It's like,
I feel you. I wouldn't
Yeah.
go to a concert tomorrow. Like,
Oh,
I'm not
man,
ready yet.
yeah, like,
I ain't ready.
you know.
I need some more time to pass.
but yeah, so I'm super excited because we haven't worked with them. It feels like in over a year. And they got some great youth. Southside, the scene over there is pretty dope. I know a lot of people like to pop out
Yeah, most of.
Southside. So hopefully we get a new crowd. Hopefully we can make some people that wasn't interested.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a year, a little more than a year later. So I'm excited to see what's different now. You know what I'm saying? Well, who wasn't there last time we did it? But I
Absolutely.
enjoy every time we work with them. So I think it's gonna be dope.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for another Stitchcast Studio Arts Interlude. That's right, it's time to pick the CD up. This week, we have a Story Stitches original piece entitled Who's Ready?
Yeah. I've been drowning in sorrow-filled water fountains, not asking for pity parties, no pardon partners around, and I've calculated the odds, but what good is knowing to count when I count it up, count it down? I've already been counting out, it don't matter. Show too much of my valor, give up at hard times I haven't, but from the data I've gathered, rumor has it the captured act like they captors, the captors act like they captured. Ain't never been down with movement unless the movement is backwards, but I'm ready.
Be ready for violence to stop. Get ready for change to come. Who's ready? We're ready for a revolution. Who's ready? We're ready for the violence to stop.
Who's ready?
We're ready.
Who's ready?
We're ready.
We ready.
We're ready for the violence to stop.
I said who's ready?
city and I see it is in trouble. Instead of facing each other, they out here facing muzzles. People dropping left to right, I'm seeing families crumble. We gotta help each other cause we're all part of the struggle. While we hurting each other, I look and I see double. There's so much hurt and hopelessness that lies beneath the rubble. But if we set aside the differences, we can make change. We just gotta be humble, make our way through the rain. Cause I don't know about you, but I'm tired of seeing pain. The gang banging is old, gun violence is beyond lane. If we're not trying to save our city, then we're living in vain. Cause people out here taking lives like it's a video game. What I'm saying isn't make believe, cause anything is possible. And if we work together, we can obliterate these obstacles. So put the gun down, get up, and join this movement. Cause there's strength in numbers, so let's get to it.
We ready, we ready, we ready for the violence to stop. Get ready, get ready, get ready for change to come. Who's ready? We're ready for a revolution. Who's ready? We're ready, we're ready for the violence to stop.
Who's ready?
We're ready.
Who's ready?
We're ready.
We ready.
We're ready. We're ready for the violence to stop.
I said who's ready?
We're ready.
Who's ready?
We're ready.
We ready.
We're ready. We're ready for the violence to stop.
With the revolution, the kids of the future, the change to come. Put the gun down, stop aiming at our heads. Don't put us in the dirt, feeling like the target on a storage stitch shirt. But we can talk it out, we should talk it out. Listen, shh, can't you hear our voices now singing? We should overcome any stereotype. Not the ones to conform, but to give off light. We have the power in our hands, so we the people need to vote. The biggest generation has the hardest time trying to cope with pain. Seems like every other day it rains in my hood, but somehow we're still singing that it's all good. It's not black on black crimes, got our city in the prime of its worst time. I'm hurt time cause we flirt time with a beast. Instead of slaying Goliath, they complaining about the streets. Don't give up on this now, this is starting something unique.
Violence, put down the gun. We will not be silent. It's time for a revolution. No more violence. Put down the gun. We will not be silent. It's time for a revolution. We ready, we ready, we ready for violence to stop. Get ready, get ready, get ready for change to come. Who's ready? We ready, we ready for a revolution.
Who's ready?
Who's ready? We ready, we ready for the violence to stop.
Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready?
Miss C was mentioning to me about the grant for the March for Lives, and she wants us to possibly make a music video because they gave us $11,000, and then if we work in the city, we can get $14,000 to fund that. And she's thinking about like possible locations and stuff, and like songs and stuff that can go into that, and like gathering a bunch of people, to stand against gun violence and stuff like that. So yeah.
Dang.
Dope.
Shout out to March for Our Lives, though.
Yeah.
And I believe this is why I be wishing Miss C would just do a podcast, because she got all the names of all the grants, how much they like what they specifically for. All of that is just in her head, in memory. But I believe we're doing so many dance battles right now because we got a grant that's specifically for dance battles.
I think we got a few grants that have contributed to the dance battles. I think one was definitely the VPC, if I'm not mistaken, Safe Places.
Gotcha.
For youth.
Thank you.
And I think that's how we did it last year. It's because they funded us to host these events throughout the summer to give youth an outlet, something to do other than be in the streets where something bad could happen.
Right.
And then I think another one is the city grant as well, that is providing us with stipends for the youth to do things like dance battles. So like if we have youth that come and do photography or videography for the dance battle, or help set up and break down, like, what I'm saying, like things like that, or registration,
most definitely.
or if we're doing something else this summer, like whatever it may be, podcast, what I'm saying, we got all of these grants that have helped us to be able to provide the youth with stipends and to really support them as young thriving artists. So yeah, I might be only naming one. I think another one may be Yeah, no, I don't know.
It's
for sure.
several of them.
Yeah.
Story Stitches is doing pretty good right now. it's going pretty well right now, guys. That's what we're talking about. It's going pretty well right now.
It's a lot of love in there. A lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think the first time I experienced this was last year with COVID. And we started getting like a lot of grants, especially to do the podcast. And I was just like, dang. Like, you know, I think it started in like May of 2020. And she was like, we got this grant. And then I was like, we got this grant. And then I was like, we got this grant. And they wasn't like no little amounts either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so great to see that. Because, like I said, it gives us the opportunity to do more podcasts. You know, in these podcasts, I think we don't realize how much it's helping us to become better communicators, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And even like network with other youth, you know what I'm saying? And really gain confidence, you know, and learn how to do research and even gain a skill, like learning how to do podcasting and public speaking. So,
podcasting,
you know what I'm saying?
Public organizing, problem solving.
Exactly.
Lord knows, y'all don't know what be happening behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to adapt and adjust.
Guest speaker be like, I can't make it tonight.
right.
It's
Like,
30
what?
minutes
we just
before
talked this morning.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes before the podcast. And I can't.
Right.
So yeah. And shout out to all our guests though.
Definitely all the guests that
speakers.
came through. Story Stitches is really fortunate right now.
Yeah.
And shout out to the other nonprofits out there that's trying to, you know, do some good in the city. I'm saying it's not always easy, but hang in there. Keep with it.
Yeah.
Keep with it. There's people that need you here.
Absolutely. I think you were gonna say something before I. Oh, I don't know. My bad.
It's cool. We'll just edit that part out.
I mean, I'll say this though. I mean, look. Oh, I forgot it. Nah,
I'm done.
Nah, but look.
I'm dead.
Always remember this. If you don't think nobody watching, somebody watching.
Always.
Always.
Most of.
So never feel discouraged.
Definitely.
That's all I got.
That's crazy you said that, because I was gonna ask y'all, like, what would y'all say to maybe a dancer that probably listen to this and want to come to the dance battles and just feel like
They ain't ready.
Yeah.
It's not for them. Do it. Just do it. Like,
Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready.
basically.
Yeah.
And the dance term for that is, nah, I ain't gonna say it.
But why would you encourage them to just do it?
I mean, you got two choices in the world. So you either do it or you don't do it. So you won't know what will happen unless you do it, or you just had a regret of not doing it, or what could have happened if you went out there. You could have won. You never know. You know what I'm saying? No matter what skill level you think you at, no matter how long you think you dance, or how in the spirit you think, you know what I'm saying, you feel, anything can happen on the dance floor. I don't see people that been in a year smoke people that been in for 10 years.
Dang.
So like, years don't really mean nothing. Really about at the end of the day, you still have to dance.
You know, work ethic.
Most
Yeah.
and then like even like just as an artist, because dancers are artists or whatever. And as an artist, especially when you're passionate about your art, you always want to get better. You know what I'm saying? There's always some type of improvement that can be made. You know what I'm saying? Most dev. So if you waiting to feel like you got it all together or like you perfect, you gonna miss a lot of opportunities that way. You know what I'm saying? And let's say you go out there and you don't win. You know what I'm saying? Now you didn't met other dancers or other whatever your art is that could help push you along further. Should y'all choose to form that type of relationship? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you just went out there and now you know where you at on the totem pole or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, in a dance battle, you don't have to be the best dancer in the world. You got to be the best dancer in the battle. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know what dancer is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If you kind of feeling like maybe I could do that or whatever, just go out there. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that could possibly happen is you'll walk away a better artist than when you got there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only, whether you win or lose, that's the only thing that could happen. You know what I'm saying? The only way to stay the same would be to not go at all. You know what I'm saying? To not try at all.
I want to say this too. There's one thing a lot of my dance mentors have told me. You do not want to be the tightest dancer in the living room.
Dang.
He said, it's really no point.
That's real.
Of you being the tightest person in the living room. Like, go out, show people your work ethic, show people that blood, sweat, and tears that you're doing behind the scenes, what they don't see.
Right.
Express yourself. that's what everybody got to remember about this dance, about just being artists in general. We got to express ourselves.
Yeah.
Most
Your art, you know what I'm saying? Express your art the best way you can for yourself.
Absolutely.
Even if you're not dancing for the audience, dance for yourself.
Most definitely.
I will say as well, like looking at y'all movements, like inspired me with so many different, as a visual artist and painter, like
That's
so many
dope.
different poses.
Yeah.
That's
I was
crazy.
actually
Like,
gonna ask you about that too.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
that was one of my
like
questions.
it's very unnatural the way that y'all move, but it's very specific and tailored towards you. So like everybody has a specific style and type of rhythm and movement that fits them, and so it's hard to communicate that with line, but it's like also for me just a really, it's a very interesting challenge because like how do I communicate this person with just a line, whereas y'all have like your whole bodies to express
language.
yourself.
Yeah.
Right, and I was just about to say that. That's the dope thing about art. Art is a universal language. You know what I'm saying? So me as a musician or as a rap artist, you know what I'm saying? I could look at y'all and see similarities. You know what I'm saying? Stuff to take home with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't rapping. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with rap. You know what I'm saying? But I could see that. You know what I'm saying? Just basically just like how you were saying. You know what I'm saying? So I could look at a different art and be inspired. You know what I'm saying? And it make me want to attack or address my art in a different way, and I think that's dope about art. That's one of the things that make art magical to me.
Yeah, honestly, if I could be honest, the first time I ever went to like a real life dance battle, and it wasn't like something I was watching on TV, was when we had our first dance battle back in the fall. So like for me, just like standing there and watching all of the dancers, like you said, like in their language and how they were talking to each other and how they were like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you really speaking to him right now. You spitting right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
That was like crazy to me. Like, it was like mind blowing because I'm like, dang. You know, like, so like how you saying it's so inspiring. I was like inspired too. I still am, like every time I get around, because it's like you can feel the energy. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like when somebody hit a certain move, like you felt that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang. Like you might not even know what they meant by that, but you just still like, oh my goodness, like he's tripping. Like
they really embodied what like a battle is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you look in their eyes, they, like it was there, like they was there to battle each other. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you could really see what type of warriors each person would have been if you took what the battle was and transferred into, I don't know, like an actual battlefield battle or a rap battle or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? You had some people that would dance for a little while and then would stop before their time was even out. You know what I'm saying? You had some people that was dancing past their time. You know what I'm saying? People that like you'll get in their face and they right there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You got people that would kind of close off from it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it like the communication was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing was just wild, and to me it really embodied what a dance battle was. Even what was his name? That one?
Terry.
Terry. Man, this dude after doing like 7, 8, 9 of them and tying on that last one, he was like, man, start the clock over. Where the music at? It's too easy. Let's go. I'm like, bro, what are you? What are you? Like, you
tight.
just did like 10 of them. And he like, it's too easy. Give me some more music. What's up? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You can tell those people that got that killer instinct, that eye of the tiger, they hungry for the battle. You know what I'm saying? That's like they happy place or whatever.
Like at that moment, he probably realized that he was in a pocket, that he was in his bag.
He was definitely in the pocket.
He was in his bag, whatever. Like, most definitely. That's what flow. Like,
that's what that was.
Business people, not necessarily business people, but some speakers would call it the flow state or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just going. He was just kind of in that zone where you couldn't touch him. It's like having the glow or something. Like
he was real in tune with himself.
Most definitely.
Because I'm sure over there like, dang, can't nobody get him? Like,
right. Nobody dethroned.
And they showed the judges like, you was close. I'm like, dang, what's it? If that's close,
right. If
like,
that ain't do it, what is gonna take?
Because it's like some dancers like an inch off of just getting him, and it was like either they gave up or they just stopped.
Like with their energy too.
Yeah, it's just like it was like, nah, I'm it's too high.
That got to like a 7, 8, then it was like,
Yeah, so it was like, yeah.
Okay,
Terry was
okay.
like, yeah, Terry was he was definitely on an 8 to like a 9 the whole time.
Yeah.
He hit a 10. I give him that. He hit a 10. He was real in his get off. But a lot of the dancers made it to about like a 7.9, but didn't hit that 8 mark to like really be like, okay, I can give it to them.
Who was the person that finally, like, I thought somebody had got him out of there. No, he was a tie.
A couple people tied with him.
Yeah.
But that was it. Now let me ask you this, as a dancer and as somebody that know a bunch of dancers, from what you saw from him, is there anybody that you know that fits the specifics of what they would have to be in a Story Stitches battle that you feel like could get him out of there?
Anybody can pretty much get him out of there. That's the thing about it. So it's just like,
you feel like it was just his day, like that was just his
yeah,
time.
that's what I'm saying. Like it depends on like that day. So like he was real on that day. Like he was just on.
I feel you.
But you know what I'm saying, he might compete next time and somebody else might be on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just
he might get out of there in the first 2 rounds.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He might get him out round 1. Everybody gonna be like, whoa, they ain't just, you know what I'm saying, we're in the last one. So
exactly.
It's like expect the unexpected. So that's just the thing. That's just how I look at it. Like you can't really downplay nobody because you never know. If you get too cocky, you might get smoked.
Most of them. I feel that. That's real.
That's real.
Boxers say that too.
I'm gonna say one thing. When we talking about the language, before I forget, the good thing about dancers and music, especially with like lyricists, with rappers and stuff, we bring y'all words to life.
Yeah.
With our dance, and it's just so dope when I think about that. So like all the art forms go hand in hand in a way.
Yeah, they interlock.
It's like a big quilt.
Yeah.
Of just stitching together. I ain't trying to sound corny, just stitching together.
Yeah.
I feel you.
The language of the universe, like you said.
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah, they interlock. They all go together. Like you ever seen artists like a visual artist fast paint while a poet is speaking or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they basically paint something what could be like the cover art of what the poet was saying, like all of that. That's just like, I'm trying to bring something like that to Story.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I don't know. We got 2 visual artists in the building. I don't know if either of y'all do fast. You know what I'm saying? Fast painting or whatever. But
I can do fast painting.
Word. I mean, I'm trying to bring something like that to Story Stitches.
I know. Trent is very detail oriented.
Yeah, I really like to add a lot of detail in my painting. So fast just goes out the window. I'm sitting down for hours on my pieces, like. It can take
crazy.
days, like depending on how detailed it is, but no fast painting here.
Josh was like, "Give me that paintbrush.
I wish I
got
could.
you.
I got you.
Maybe if I was a Flash, I could be getting it done in a second. But no.
My bad. I was gonna say the crazy thing is, what do you call those? That thing over there? It looked like
easel.
Yeah, it looked like you put some like a paint thing on there, right?
Yeah, canvas.
Yeah, a canvas. So yeah.
On me, right? We on the stage right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hollering while we doing the podcast.
If we wanted to, we could pop something off right now. Stop playing with the story.
But I seen that before though. Not to get it religious at all, but at my church they used to do that a lot. Where we'd be singing a song and we have an artist on the side with paint and they'd be painting something. Sometimes it wouldn't be to the end of the song when they turn the painting upside right, and you'll see exactly what they were painting.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. That mean they had to paint that mug upside down.
Yeah.
That's how art is just so tough to me. Like you was just saying, like how detail is a big thing to you. For certain type of verses, it's the same thing for me. I might work on a verse forever. I'm not one of those spit it in 5-minute artists at all. Like. At all. Yeah, it's crazy how art just interlocks.
Sometimes you can get a verse in 5 minutes. Sometimes it take
right. Every now and then it'll happen. Every now and then.
Like literally, sometimes it takes weeks to even come up with a concept for a beat.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like for me, it's like I know what I want this song to be about, but even starting it or like. You know, where I want the verse to come in at. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those things, like you said, like the details, like they really matter. So
and
it's
when you
like,
overthink it and stuff,
yeah,
it
like,
takes forever.
Exactly. Especially like as an artist, because we like our biggest critics. So it's like, no, that ain't tight. Let me stop.
Erase everything.
But now what I do is I don't erase. Like, I'll keep, like, if I'm doing something in my notes on my phone, I'll leave that paragraph there if I don't think it's tight, and I'll start another paragraph under it. so that even like weeks later I come back and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I was tripping. This mug is fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that.
you know,
most
like,
most definitely. I think that's the artist in you too.
yeah.
Can we? I don't want to put nobody on the spot, but would it be possible to just kind of go around saying like, first of all, what your art is and something that you do to elevate yourself in that art, something that you do to make yourself better. If the only thing you do with your art is practice it, that's completely cool. I don't want y'all to feel pressured to come up with nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If there's anything that you do to make yourself what you feel like is a better artist, what is it?
And you challenge yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I gonna start it off? I'll start it off.
Wait. No, let's go in order.
All right.
If we can.
Cool.
I guess I'm a visual artist, but I kind of mix like pretty much all 2D materials. So I do drawing and painting. You said what?
He's a hybrid.
Yeah.
Hybrid artist.
Weird hybrid. But as far as practice, like I learned by figure drawing basically, which means drawing from life. Now it's different from what you do. Like that's more challenging, but it's more looking at like a still figure and you just gotta copy it. And so basically, like when I was in sophomore year of high school, I found a book or a PDF for a book online, and I just would go after school every day and just study it for like 4 hours. And just that's how I started to get better and better at it. Because the book I found, like it was a very step by step. This is how you build this form, this form. And so that was how like I guess I started to learn how to do it, and to this day, like I still kind of use the references. Now I can do it by sight, so I like study from things in real life and all that, and other paintings as well. So that would be my training. I guess.
How long did it take you to get to where you can do it by sight?
A year.
Word.
That's what's up.
So yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
I was just staring at one thing. That's commitment.
Facts.
Dedication.
Respect this man art.
If he hasn't reached his 10,000 hours, he's definitely getting
he
there.
definitely clocking in. For me personally, since I'm a crumper, I'm also a dancer though, but I consider myself as a crumper since that's my main style. What I do to pretty much make sure I'm up to par on like what I want to be at, I train. So that's just like conditioning my body. So how I train, you'll think I'm crazy because I'll be in the heat, you know what I'm saying? I'll turn the heat on in my house. I'll put a bubble coat on. I'll crank it up to like maybe like 106. No water for like 3-4 hours just so I can.
You want some Dragon Ball Z training?
Yeah, if you actually think about it, 'cause you gotta condition your body. Like if I had a battle outside, that day I probably been did it and been like not tired for a minute.
I feel that.
But if I still having them tires, I'd be like, nah, I gotta get you out of here now.
Right.
But other than that, outside of training, labbing, that's like basically you said the practice. That's the creative process where you take the training drills and you kind of just implement it freely, you know what I'm saying? And then traveling, actually going to different events, different cities, seeing different cultures of the same dance or even different dance, actually learning and networking within it just to learn different stuff or to better myself. That's pretty much it.
I feel that. Yo, that's heavy, bro. That's heavy. I can't train in no bubble coat. I can't do it.
In 106 degrees.
Oh, man, imagine going 70 rounds.
I'm saying you would have been
battling
you
8 people.
would've
Battling
been
8
good.
people.
That's
No
your
water.
home right
Have y'all
there.
seen that anime Baki?
Yeah. On me, right? This
train.
man not playing.
This guy.
Got to.
It's this guy right here.
Got to.
So I guess I'll do rapping or lyricism. And lately I've been trying to challenge myself to like actually make another project. So I'm like telling the producers like send me the beats, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make myself better. So what I started doing too, because I knew what type of project I'm looking for, is to go back and listen to the people who already made projects like the one I'm trying to make. So like Kendrick Lamar or Drake, like, you know what I'm saying? Like actually not going back to listen for pleasure or entertainment,
Right.
but actually going back and listening to it and breaking it down.
Right, with his feelings hurt.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And like sometimes when I'm in the car by myself, just to try to get my brain back on the same accord as, you know, me spiritually, like just turning on a beat and freestyling and see what happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like when I start writing, I'm not going with like the first thing no more, unless it's like something that I really felt. Like, you know, like I'd make a draft. I'll make a draft verse, then go back and edit it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or to try to keep myself inspired. Like when I'm feeling at my lowest, like if I get some time, I'll make a voice recording to inspire myself or to inspire somebody else to like keep going. Or what did I learn from this day? You know, even if it was a good day, like what did I learn from this day? Like how can I inspire somebody to keep going who may be like in similar situations as I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? So these are like approaches that I have never taken before that I'm now like considering and trying to like better myself. Because one thing I was trying to do was find interviews of like people that I looked up to, like that's doing big things. Like Jay-Z, he started off as a rapper and now he's a billionaire and don't have to make albums if he don't want to. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was trying to find interviews with him like on his music, and I literally can't find, like, if I do find it, it'd probably be searching for hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
just look up the album with his name and you'll find it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So like, thanks, Josh. Yeah. So I couldn't find those, so I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna just build my own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Build my own way. So yeah, that's how I've been doing with lyricism. My instrumentation, honestly, I've been slacking on that mug. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was making beats for a minute, but then I stopped because it's like I got so many other things on my plate, and now I'm getting to a point where like even as a young entrepreneur, it's like, okay, you know, when you start a business, you got to start branching off and giving other duties to people. And that's how I see, you know, like, that's how I see my music career. Like, I got to, like, stop trying to be, you know, the only one doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and hand off some of these duties to other people. You know, I was doing cool with the beat making, but it's like, there's somebody that could do it better than me. And I'm willing to pay them to do it better than me. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let them do it. And I could record myself, but I know somebody who can do it better than me, and I'm willing to pay him to do it better than me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just been trying to like let go of like some of those duties. So of course like me playing the guitar, not as much, because I ain't trying to make my own stuff, but it's like that's definitely been a desire for me to like get back to, like, you know, making sure I don't lose that form of expression. Most definitely.
So to the Jay-Z point, I believe I haven't seen it, but now that I'm thinking about it again, I definitely want to buy it wherever it is. But for one of his albums, I think it was the Black album, he basically took the notebook that he was writing in, or whatever it is, something that he was writing in. You see the verses as he wrote them, where he scribbled out and wrote new stuff. Just like his thought process for making songs. They basically took that book and made it a book that you can buy, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they published it. Now it's a book that you can buy or whatnot. I don't remember which album it was, but I feel like that would give a lot of insight.
That's dope.
Know what I'm saying, to a little bit of how he make music.
Because honestly, I don't know if you still do it, but I thought I was probably one of the only people that still like putting pen on them blue lines. Like, it's just like a different feeling though. Like, you know what I'm saying? From when you and because like you said, to see the process of like scratching out. Yeah. Like, why did you scratch out that sentence? Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then put this one. Like, I love like going back and seeing that, like, especially years later, to see like how my creative process has changed. It's most
to me, that's like art to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I have some scratch out. I got arrows pointing places. I got bars that's written like sideways and upside down, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And real crazy on the paper.
That joint looks super crazy on the paper. And it's crazy, like, even if it's not written in order, facts. And even if it's not written in order, somehow I just know where to look for the next bar. You know what I'm saying? I be going in a circle around the paper, but I know where everything is.
That's your own language.
You hear the paper in the booth, like, he like this.
I'm done. I usually by the time it's time to record it, I usually then transfer it to my phone.
Oh, that's dope.
I also noticed that like going back and forth, like if I start something, typing it, and catch writer's block or something, usually if I start writing what I already got on some paper, I'm able to get further or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then I can flip back and forth sometimes or whatever. But I know it ain't my turn, so we gonna go ahead and go.
We gonna get back to that.
Right.
Well, for me as like a visual artist, like trying to get better at my craft, I first started off like doing like 10 hours a day of just like straight drawing, but like
Crazy.
Yeah, like I would literally sit there
trying to get that
for 10 hours just drawing and like looking at people that was better than me, everyone pretty much. And like after a while I saw myself not really getting to like the point that I wanted to be because I wasn't really drawing with like intent, you know, like I was just like drawing to get better. I was like in my head I was like, okay, I gotta get better, like there's so many people like ahead of me and stuff. And like I learned that like when you like really like do like focused studies and stuff, or like the art, like when you like focus on certain things and like you practice that and you try to master it, like that's just one thing that helps me get better, and it can probably help like other artists, not even just like visual artists. And that kind of like just kind of propelled me to like start getting that like, you know, improvements and start me reaching my goals and stuff, because I went from having to draw 10 hours just to get certain things done, and now I can do it in less time because I'm drawing with intent, you know. And I think that's one of the most important things about craft, not just doing it to do it, just doing it with a purpose and an intent, you know, to get better. So yeah.
Most taking that home with that 100%.
I'm taking that home with me.
Yeah.
Most of having a purpose that helps. Don't get me wrong, if you're just doing it for a hobby, you know what I'm saying, you're just doing it just to do it, that's cool too. Yeah. But when you know why you're doing it, when you got a reason that's driving you, yeah, most that definitely helps a lot. I make it a point to get at least 3 hours in, but lately I've been in this overachiever mode, you know what I'm saying, where I try to push it to 4 or 5 or 6, you know what I'm saying. I work full time, so it'd be hard to get as much in as I want, but 3 is basically like my line. I try to go over 3, but if I don't, then at least I did 3, you know what I'm saying. If I get 2.5, then I kind of feel like I didn't push myself that day or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying. But I try to do drills every day. I am writing every single day. It's not always something I plan on putting out, you know what I'm saying, but I just actually added this new drill. J. Cole in his documentary spoke about a 7-minute drill that he used to do, and I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of salty because he didn't go into detail about what the 7-minute drill was, but thankfully his manager did recently, and so like 2 days ago I found it and added that to my thing or whatnot. So I do these 10 songwriting exercises every day. They're 3 minutes each or whatever. It's basically just about, it trains your mind to be more creative and to think about things in a different light and to find inspiration in basically more than just what you naturally find inspiration in. That's what's up. Or whatnot. So it's 10 of those, 3 minutes each that I do. They're like word books that I go through just because I feel like I need to have a bigger vocabulary so that I'm not always using the same words or saying the same bars or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? But his 7-minute drill, basically what it is you pick a beat, pick a topic, 7 minutes start, and you just write. And the intention is to get you to not think, to just go. You know what I'm saying? To just go. And what I found in just the 2 days that I've done it so far is that once you turn a switch on, like I'm learning how to flip that switch. Once you flip that switch, the creativity just kind of pours out. You know what I'm saying? You can always go back and say, okay, I didn't really like that. I like this. I'm going to use this or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? But and obviously the more you do it, the better you get. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to come up with doper stuff in less time or whatever the case is. But that's definitely one of the joints I do. And I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to push it closer to 6 hours or whatever. But, you know, with other obligations, it'd be kind of hard. Yeah. I'm building a studio or whatnot. I want to learn how to record myself. So like you said, I want to be able to do it, but there are definitely people that can do it better than me. Yeah. What I want is the ability. I want to learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm setting up this system where basically another thing that I do is I free write every day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A free verse. I pick a random topic, random beat, kind of like the 7-minute drill, but I don't limit myself to 7 minutes. I just write for however long it takes me to get a verse and a hook, or just a verse however I feel that day. And once I got the studio up and running, I write that day, and then I record that day. And over time, that'll teach me how to record, how to become a proficient engineer, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So a lot of it like ain't gonna happen for a while, you know what I'm saying? It's down the line, but that's what I'm working towards.
Hey, but I will say, yeah, hard work pays off. I'm gonna look up that 7-minute thing too, because I want to hear them talk about it too. But I will say about that recording part, it's definitely handy too, because I done made some fire joints, like just like especially during. No, this is before COVID actually. Like just late nights, you sitting in the house and you got inspiration, and just to have that mic there and to know how to work it, it's like it's the best thing ever. Like at one point, I only had a mic and my little Akai MPK and Logic, and that was it. That was all I needed. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, and then I could go. Like I said, I know somebody who could do it better, so I could just hit him up like, "Yo, I got this draft. Let me get in the studio and let's see like how we can make this mug better and tighter." So yeah,
you hit it on the head. Like to me, that's priceless. To be able to just, I don't know, it's 2:00 in the morning. You just got this inspiration or whatever. You need to lay something out. You know what I'm saying? Not only is that priceless, but to me, being able to like just kind of play with my voice and see, you know what I'm saying, what sounds good, what my limits are, you know what I'm saying, when you just in front of somebody, you know what I'm saying, you don't really go all out, you know what I'm saying, you don't want your voice cracking or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying. I want to be able to mess with it in an environment where I'm not scared to sound horrible, you know what I'm saying, so that I can see what sounds good and what my limits really are, you know what I'm saying. Stuff like that is like there's no price that you can put on it. That's invaluable to me, is what I was trying to say. It's dope that everybody here is passionate enough about their art that they even doing something to try to elevate, you know what I'm saying? Some people it's just cool being where they are, and that's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, but it's dope that everybody's you can't not be passionate about your art and dance in 90-degree weather for 2 hours. You just can't do it.
Man.
So most def, you know what I'm saying, to see other people passionate about their art is beautiful, and stuff like that inspires me. That's why I asked y'all, you know what I'm saying, to see or to hear about how hard somebody else go for their art inspires me to go hard about my stuff.
Absolutely.
So, most def. I don't know how we doing on time.
I think we actually hit it right on the head.
Word.
Yep.
Oh, dope. Okay, got you. We want to thank y'all so much for listening.
We gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
All right, guys, let's get out of here.
So this was definitely for the people that want to know what's going on in Story Stitches, for the people that want to join Story Stitches. If you're a dancer out there, if you're an artist out there, hopefully you found some sort of enlightenment or some sort of inspiration listening to one of the artists up here. We want to thank you so much for listening. We hope you tune in for the next one. Thank you, peace and love, and be safe.
Stitchcast Studio Season 2 in 2021 is sponsored by the Spirit of St. Louis Women's Fund's 3-year grant, 2020 to 2022, Arts and Education Council, PNC grant, and Lush Corporation's The Charity Pot. They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them Story Stitches. Story Stitches, Story Stitches, Story Stitches, Story Stitches.